Do the Right Thing blew my mind.
Yeah.
Because it let me, where I was living, I was taming it down a little bit, but it let me realize I was okay.
Right.
And it was about, the true meaning about was a neighborhood, and the Irish were on one corner, and the Jews were on the other corner, and the Koreans were on the one corner, and we all said fuck the Irish, and the Jews said fuck the Irish, but the Irish said fuck the Jews. But at the end of the day, we all made it work. Because we know deep down inside, we do business with one another. Who are you kidding? Even though the Spick kid came over here, gave me $100 bill, where'd he go? You know what I'm saying? You know me. You know my family. You know my father. You know my mother. You know my sister. And then one day your brother comes into work, and you flirt with my sister, and she walks away, and your brother says to you, Greg, what the fuck? You can't be talking to these Spick chicks. But you're like, are you fucking kidding me? She brought me a Cuban sandwich the other day. Look at her in that dress. She's beautiful. I would dump my little Stacy for her. You know what I'm saying? Even though. But at the end of the day, we all got along. And sometimes, and I'm not here sticking up for anybody or voting for anybody or just saying anything. I think that's what happened with Trump in a way. I think he's one. Dog, I say some outlandish shit. Is it from the fucking heart? Come on, Greg. You know people. You know it's not from the fucking heart.
Right.
But it's how guys like you and I were raised.
Yeah.
You heard the word spick growing up in Boston a few times. The fucking spickaroos at the store. Whatever the fuck. And one of you said, well, you fucking kidding me? That guy's got good cake. He's got good cake in there. You ever have the cake and they're like, what are you kidding me? He's a fucking spick. But it all works.
Yeah.
It's not like you're going in there with bats with Al-Qaeda blowing up my ice cream machine and shit. You just say the fucking Spick store. Where I grew up in Jersey, there was a Spick store on the corner of 40th Street right there. They used to make the best Cuban sandwiches. And no matter how many Spicks you hated, you were in there once a day for one of those Cuban sandwiches. With onions, with hot sauce on that motherfucker. Right. What? In the dead of a winter, he had air conditioning. He would let you eat in there in the corner with a nice tea when they were fucking still in cartons.
Uh-huh.
That's how long ago.
Yeah.
Fuck you. It works.
Yeah.
I think people, listen, man. All right, let me give an example. About a year ago, where the fuck am I? I'm at that sushi place I like over on Ventura. I'm sitting there minding my own business. It's about 1 o'clock. I don't go in there during lunchtime. I go in there about 1:30 because during lunchtime you get too many fucking hypocrites going in there. So I go in there about 1:30. There's nobody in the corner. There's a TV right above me. I'm sitting there. The place is fucking empty. All of a sudden I look up and there's a fucking chick sitting next to me. Between you and I, she can't be more perfect. Just how I like them. Spring dress on, banging, Asian. I don't know the denomination.
Dirty feet.
Oh, she had flip-flops on.
Yeah.
Even better.
Yeah.
Her toenails were done. I look over, I'm sitting there, I'm looking at it, and I'm watching the TV, but while I'm sitting there, I'm thinking to myself, what if I just dove between her fucking legs right now and ate her pussy, right? But by that time, the sushi guy came and dropped that Philly roll on me with no asparagus. And I killed that fucking savage, and then I paid my bill and I left. But the moral of the story is, does that make me sexist? You know what I'm saying? Does that make me fucking sexist? I'm sitting there minding my own business. The restaurant is completely open. She's got to sit next to me. Really?
Yeah.
Really? There used to be a show on HBO when you were very young called The Hitchhiker.
Yeah, I remember that.
Midnight, 1 in the morning. It was about a guy that was lonely. He'd be hitchhiking, and somebody would bring him home, suck his dick.
Every week.
Scrub his nutsack. It was, oh my God. I had to be about 11. I didn't jerk off then, but I'd watch the whole episode with enthusiasm. Like my head was going to blow up. Like, something ain't right here.
Yeah, that was the first, dirty series.
Yes, Lee. Tremendous.
It was the Red something diary, Red Dress Diaries or something, and there was that.
Was it on a Cinemax on HBO?
HBO.
I think it was HBO.
HBO.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dirty.
I thought it was like
The
CBS
Hitchhiker. And he'd be walking down the road. HBO at first, I'm talking about when they had the football series.
Yeah.
4th and something.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that was the show. This is when HBO didn't have a lot of content. And they repeated the same thing, only out of order. But when that show was on, it was 1983, and it was basically 4th and down, something like that. It was a football show. And then after that was The Hitchhiker or Bedtime Diaries.
Yeah.
And then after that was some fucking bug, some fucking thing in a theater, and it was like a spooky show. And by that time, I'd be all jerked up. I'd be in bed. Fuck that. And the USA had a great show. And
It was Up All Night with...
Night Flight.
Oh, right.
Night Flight.
Yeah.
You would get home early. Like, you'd say, wait a second. I got 200. I'm going to drop a G-Bo. That's a gram. I'm going to get a quarter ounce of weed. That's another 50. That leaves me with 50. I got two options here. I could take the G-Bo and do it up on Friday night, and then I'm dead Saturday. Or I get the fucking quarter of reefer, get a steak, get a salad, smoke some reefer, and stay in and watch Night Flight. That's how good Night Flight was.
Yeah.
Like. Started at 9 o'clock. You already had the blanket on your feet. All your friends were out jerking off. We had a great time last night. Not as good as me, bitch. I had a bong with snow in it, with salami sandwiches, watching Night Flight like a motherfucker. Doing a bong every 15 minutes and shit. And Night Flight would end at 5 in the morning, Lee. That's when I was a professional. That's when I was Lee Jr. And I would move to do two things. Go to the bathroom or get more salami out of the refrigerator. That was it.
What is it like to smoke out of a bong with snow in it?
Snow. That's how I lived in Colorado, and the snow was right outside my door. It snowed 25 days in a row straight when I lived there one time. Like they were saying, It's not going to snow this season. They're going to close them. I used to listen to Paul Harvey then. I was a construction guy. I was an electrician, and I used to listen to Paul Harvey. The slopes of Colorado are bare. You know, they might not be open by Thanksgiving. Dog, it started snowing like on the 21st, and it didn't end until December. You thought you lived in hell. You'd leave your house, it was snowing. You'd come home, it was snowing. You'd go to bed, it was snowing, and you wake up and it was snowing. Sometimes heavy, sometimes light. Tremendous.
Yeah. It's kind of dark when it's like that, too. It's fucking...
Snowmass was like a central thing. I lived on the one end of it. And then you crossed over, and there was a hotel named the Stonebridge. They advertise on Facebook. I see them on Facebook now. I used to have a fucking room there. I was security there for about a month or two. They gave me a spare bedroom. I had a safe in there with cocaine, like a savage, right? Oh, I was confusing them.
You were living in the room?
Not at all. I had clothes in there and a toothbrush. And I think twice I went in there, and I would stand there paranoid and jerk off and, you know, pee in a beer bottle and shit. And then in the morning, fucking go out there and throw away the beer bottles and make believe it didn't happen. I don't remember. I don't think there was a bathroom. Something was weird about it. It was the security part of the hotel, so they gave you a room with a shower but no toilet. Something crazy. A toilet but no shower. I don't remember what it was. Fucking craziness.
Yeah.
What's up, Lee Syatt, my little brother? You're sitting there like fucking goobly Khan. What happened?
No, I'm just listening. It's I missed when we were driving to Foxwoods. It was pretty cool. You know, we don't get that around here. It's like all concrete and dust and.
Oh, you got snow up there?
Wait, no, there's no.
This
snow.
last weekend I did Wilbur on Friday, and I did Foxwoods on Saturday, which I really fucking enjoyed. Foxwoods, I really fucking did. Like it's some casinos you go to, and you're like, I'm never, ever coming here again. This one, I'll be there tomorrow if they wanted me. I wish they did something. I would fucking live there.
You just did one night there?
Yeah, that's it. And I really liked it. They used to have a comedy club there, so I guess they have a smaller room somewhere. That'd be a nice place to just fucking hang out for a year, crack jokes.
Yeah.
Get a couple of rooms, go to the sauna, include a massage once a week. I'm getting old, dog. I ain't got time for this shit, getting on planes and shit.
You're right. Yeah, I'd like to do a residence, man. I could do that. I could live in Vegas for a year. You know, just do the same gig every night. Keep the door, fucking promote it a little bit yourself.
I could live in Vegas and do a podcast with my main man here. My main man, all I got to do is say the word, we're going to move to Vegas. And in 30 days, he come back to me and say, Joey, I already looked at property online. I looked at Yelp.
Oh, yeah?
I'd be broke in 6 months. I need like a personal don't go gambling coach to like smack me every time because I love gambling.
Didn't you gamble this last week?
I won, yeah.
What time did you leave to go gamble? That's what I want to know.
I didn't do it. I didn't spend any time in the room.
So you went upstairs, dumped your stuff, and went right to the casino.
The shower didn't work, so yeah. I was like, fuck it.
And what did you play?
Blackjack, as always.
And did you win?
Yeah.
How much did you win?
$50.
I didn't get a 5 or a 10, nothing. Nothing comes
Let
my
him
way.
wet his beak.
Nothing. This is what I'm living
Show
with.
some respect.
4 years of college, Greg Fitzsimmons, nothing. He doesn't even come with a cup of coffee, dog. I won 50. 50. This is $3, but fuck, at least you made a gesture. I'll forget about the 70. You know what I'm saying?
I apologize. I'll bring
He
donuts.
gave you nothing. You flew him in.
Unbelievable.
He wins
Not
$50 and he's
nothing,
fucking
not even a
right
little
back
taste.
to his room.
Not even a flower. He could have bought
No,
me a flower from one of
That's
the
not
Asian
true.
girls.
I brought you
Fucking that's
lobster
right.
tail.
He did. He brought me a lobster.
Oh, did he? All
Yeah,
right.
he couldn't bring me a workout. He brought me a lobster tail, but it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
You know,
good.
and
He had a cookie upstairs and something else. And after we left the fucking the All-Star, what's the name of it? The seafood place.
legal seafood.
Legal seafood. He was acting funny, and I knew he was up to something. He went right upstairs and hailed that lobster tail
Hell yeah.
and the fanny pack he had. What was the name of it? The funny bunny?
Whoopie pie.
Whoopie pie. Oh yeah, he couldn't leave till he had a whoopie pie.
A mini whoopie pie from Bova's.
Then he went the next day. I walked 5 miles,
I did.
but he ate a pie, and then he walked back. Like,
I
you know what I'm saying? He's trying to tell me he exercised.
I didn't eat nothing.
He walked 5 miles, but he had 2 pies and meatball sandwich. He's looking to me in the face, telling me he had a slice. I know this motherfucker like the back of my hand. He went there. He got ice cream. 5 miles. He's trying to tell me he walked 5 miles. I remember when we first got here. Ralphie May first got signed by the Laugh Factory, and the first thing Jamie said to him was like, "Ralphie, you have to work out. You got to lose a little weight, Ralphie."
Exactly how much I have.
So they tried to like get him like a dietitian, and they got him like an exercise guy. Ralph refused the exercise guy. He's like, "Listen, I exercise on my own." And they're like, "What are you talking about?" And they're like, "Ralphie, please." He goes, "I get up at 6 a.m. When nobody's around, I walk 4 or 5 miles. You know, okay." So somebody put like watch on it to see if this is going on. And one day I got the call. You got to go over there and talk to him, you know. And I actually went over there, knocked on the door, opened the door. There's nothing but curtains. You think there's a crack hole in there, right?
Oh, yeah?
And Ralphie's in the bed, just covering this bed. All you see is his hands sticking off the mattress. And I go, "Ralphie, what's up?" He's like, "Ooh, Nelly." He's like, "Coco, man, I just got back from an 8-mile walk, man." He hadn't left the fucking house.
No shit.
Yeah, he would never, you know.
Yeah.
These guys come up to me, I had walked 5 miles. This guy has a hard time walking to fucking, he walks the Subway sandwich.
Yeah.
I have evidence on Periscope, by the way.
He's never walked to Popeyes chicken because that'll kill him.
No, dude, if I walk to Popeye's Chicken, you have spies in the area.
No, but
I know
dog,
you do.
Listen, you can't go to Popeye's chicken and eat 92 pieces of chicken. But you go to Popeye's chicken and maybe get a fucking wing and a leg, get a little dirty rice, do the little thing, get the fucking sweet tea. It ain't going to kill you. It ain't going to kill you. You just can't go in there and eat the fucking potatoes and the french fries and the fucking
Why, did he
bun.
quit going there?
Huh?
He quit going there?
No. We were talking about it. That, you know, it's not a bad place.
Right.
But the walk, he'd set him back 3 days.
Right.
He's trying to tell me he got up in Boston, walked 5 miles.
I did. You look at
And only ate
Periscope.
one you only ate one slice.
And you know when I ate the
Did
slice
you
of
eat
pizza?
on? Did you eat on camera?
No.
All right then.
I didn't eat.
But what did you put on camera then?
The walking.
Okay, so the walking's on camera,
Yes, sir.
but the eating isn't.
I ate the slice of pizza.
He's still saying
you know
that.
how.
Now you tell me if this is Law and Order.
No, listen,
He's not covering the whole day.
Listen, you know how cool
This is
I
like
am.
an OJ tape.
You know how cool I am. I went and I called and I got the slice of pizza in between, and the UFC fight. I was trying to get the stream. When I got back, I was trying to stream the McGregor fight, but it didn't work. But I got the slice of pizza before the fight came back on.
What did you just say to me?
I have no
The
idea.
UFC
Did you?
fight.
Let me ask you something. When you walked the 5 miles,
Yes.
did you eat the slice
No.
of pizza? Did you? After you just walked the 5 miles and didn't eat nothing?
We went to Legals. That's when we met my mom.
So after the 5 mile walk is when we went to Legals.
Yes, sir.
You did not walk the 5 miles and get a slice of pizza.
No, sir.
When was a slice of pizza in the? After I came back from Foxwoods.
And
And I went upstairs, and
in
you went
between,
upstairs,
yeah.
and I called you like one, like, what are you doing? And I'm sitting here and I'm hungry. I go, I'm hungry too. Call me if you go eat. I never heard from him again.
I did too call you.
Never heard from him again. He took off. He walked. Now that's so at 1 a.m. you walk 5 miles.
God
No,
damn.
no. 1 a.m. I walked like 2 minutes to the place in the corner.
Okay.
I called you too.
No, you did
I
not
did.
call me. You didn't. Nobody knocked on my door with a slice after you won the 50. So you won the 50. You didn't even knock on my door with a
Nope.
slice, a pepperoni pie, a soda, a Diet Dr. Pepper, nothing.
A T-shirt from
A
the gift
T-shirt,
shop.
Nothing. This is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. 4 years at Emerson College. They don't teach you fucking schmoozing 101.
No. You gotta, this guy flew you in. He's paying for your upgrade.
It's not even, forget about it. This is my brother. I don't give
Yeah.
a fuck about flying. He's my brother. I love bringing him with me. He's just, he's just Johnny Bananas. When I take him some places, he goes on missions. I'd rather have, he makes me nervous because this motherfucker will walk 8 miles and take a Uber for a hot dog
yeah.
because he saw it on dives, drives, and automobiles. That makes me fucking nervous.
Yeah.
I don't know what neighborhood this is. I don't know these people.
Right.
You follow me?
And so wherever it is, he
We're in
goes.
Jersey. We're shooting a fucking documentary. We go to bed at 2 a.m. I go to get them at 5. There's pizza boxes and chicken McNuggets. I go, where the fuck did these come from? I walked across the street at 5 a.m. to the gas station.
No.
You trust those people? You should have seen the room.
It was Domino's. It was not gas
Get the
station
fuck
pizza.
Domino's. He walked to the gas station, got ribs.
No, I didn't.
Yes,
Oh my god.
there was barbecue sauce everywhere.
He's got 3 hours to sleep. He goes out to eat.
Unbelievable. This guy goes out.
Well, in my defense, you're giving me like my first major edibles. You're giving me the banana bread and just leaving me there with like dinner 3 hours ago.
And we brought home Chinese. I left him with an egg roll.
No, I didn't get Domino's that night.
Oh, you got Domino's the night before we got to Kennedy Airport.
Yeah.
I went up to get him 4 a.m. What's the smell? I thought it was some fucking Bella Luna. You know what I'm saying? He's got pizza and those rolls, cheese rolls and shit. He's got his feet up like fucking Vito. This
What a
guy's
life.
he's a fucking lurker in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And I'm trying, I forgot about 24-hour room service. I always fucking forget it. It's worth the extra 50 because you're always hungry at 2 a.m. when you wake up.
Yeah.
And they don't have the best shit, and they rip you the fuck off as you're signing the bill. You're like, what the fuck am I doing with my
Oh, yeah.
life?
It's like three different service charges.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. When I go to Vegas, they give you an account, so I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll pay you $15 to go get me eggs.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't have to walk of death downstairs through the cigarette smoke, to the cloud of death, to the waitress of one eye.
The sadness on everybody's face.
Yeah. 3 guys like Lee wrestling for a hot dog at 8. Every time I go to the South Point and I walk past the hot dog cart, I think about Lee. And they just put a sign, 3 hot dogs a lot. And they have like a picture of Lee. We went to the South Point. He killed that black dude. Lee kept going back and forth like a fucking yo-yo because it's like 10 feet from the sports book.
Yeah.
Hilarious. When those hot dogs, that dude turned that sign around.
I've never gotten more than like 2 hot dogs.
Stop it. Stop it, Lee. You killed that poor man.
No, I did not.
Yes, because that's...
And it's a woman.
No, it's a black dude.
No, it's not.
Because what happened was you had like 3 or 4 of them. And then I left and you went back there. And you got like two more and took them up to a room with like a cheesecake or something. Because it's like, oh, no. They have the bookie thing. Then they got the fucking hot dog stand. But 43 yards from the hot dog stand, and that might be exaggerated, it might be 32, there is a place that if you're a fat fuck and you like marijuana, your diet will fail. like whatever system you're on,
Yeah.
it will fail. The food isn't bad, but the bakery is on the point.
Really?
If you really like bakery stuff and you got an East Coast flair to you,
Yeah.
I don't know the name of it. Lee, you know the bakery which Larry always got us the fucking cake from.
Right, yeah.
How good is that cake? You took that to your room,
Delicious, yeah.
cocksucker. I mean, it's like oh yeah, he killed that motherfucker.
Yeah, after
Listen,
you bought it for me, and then you were like, yeah, and then you got mad that I was going to eat
I didn't fucking buy it for you, cocksucker. I would never buy
yeah,
it.
your friend did.
Larry bought it for us, and I didn't want it, and there was an extra one. And Lee looked at me like, fuck it, I'll take it to go. I'm like, Lee, you're not going to eat that. Sure enough, he got up in the middle of the night sleepwalking.
Did you?
Well, he's a
Of course I
lurker.
ate the cake, yeah.
I don't trust him. And then he'll go, listen, I'll take him to Austin, and he'll go like on Yelp or something. At least in Austin, we have our boy Bobby Sharon, but if not, he'll go on like Yelp or something, if they have good ribs, and he'll go to some bad fucking neighborhood, you know.
Just get in an Uber and go?
Yeah, he's that kind of wackadoo because the ribs are good. I saw it on TV. And next thing you know, I'm nervous. I'm like an uncle. I lose him on the road. I got to
Right.
fucking tell people what happened. He got stabbed at the Mexican restaurant. Why did he go there? I don't fucking know. He saw it on fucking Food Hub or whatever the fuck it is.
So now you got to go wherever he goes. You got to be alert.
No, so I try to take him to good places to keep his curiosity away. But he's just got this fucking monkey on his back. He's like Joey Diaz 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, you got to go somewhere where you're not supposed to be. Last time we went to
walked
Austin,
to
he
the
looked me in
Prudential
the
Center.
face with all the barbecue and all the papados. He called me and he says he was going to take a cab to an all-you-could-eat Chinese buffet.
In Austin?
That's the last place you would even think about Chinese food. This is where Boots and Butts
Yeah.
wanted to go eat. I saved him
Right.
from himself. I had to call Bobby Sharon and go, Bobby, you got to help me. You got to take this kid out of his room to fucking a barbecue. He took him to Chewy's. He almost had a heart attack.
Yeah.
Because if not, he's danger to himself.
Chinese food in Austin.
He's horrible. He's got food poisoning. He's giving everybody food poisoning.
Well, Chinese food was close, and you're talking about don't go far away.
No, there was a lot of things. Papados was right across the street
Hey.
with a 19-page fucking menu. Cut it out, cocksucker. Why take a chance?
I don't know.
Even Columbus wouldn't go to that Chinese restaurant. You understand me? What else you got going on, Killer? Talk to me. Always a
got-
pleasure talking to you, man.
I know. It's good
Even
hanging.
when I go on your podcast, we laugh our ass off.
Yeah. Fuck,
Lee's,
man.
Lee's the fucking powerhouse of the show. Look at him. He's
There's something about Lee's presence. It just like makes you not worry about anything. He's like a Buddha.
I'm happy that
Lee's got the watch
I don't
on.
know.
He's got the watch.
high as fuck, too.
Right.
That fucking chocolate puts you over the top.
Yeah.
That
fucking-
chocolate.
Is it chocolate pot or mushrooms?
Oh, it's this chocolate we used to eat maybe a year and a half ago, and we get desperate. It kicked up it was the very beginnings of us kicking up the edibles. It said $2.40 on the box, and him and I would split it. It was $1.20, and we would get sizzled. Fucking sizzled on $1.20. And then one day I bought like 2 boxes, and we had to eat it, one each.
No.
Oh, we went deep. He almost barfed, the poor guy. But he ate the chocolate, and we got fucked up. But then something happened. The guy who was making the shipment would let him sit in his car too long. So they would melt in the wrapper, and then you get them, and they'd be like cooked, but now frozen again. So they went downhill for a while. Well, they made a comeback with a whole new fucking line, plus different flavors like chocolate espresso or something caramel or just some regular milk chocolate.
Yeah.
So I was in there tonight getting the other shit we get because we're out of stars, even though we ate one. And I saw they were back, and the girls like they're 240 milligrams. People really like them. I said, you don't have to tell me about them. Me and Lee saw the fucking devil 2 or 3 times on them. I got a package of those, and that's what we opened up with. We opened up with an aperitif first.
Yeah.
A little chocolate, like
Yeah.
the French people, you know what I'm saying?
Nice.
And then we went over to Gummy Bears, this little fucking death gummy, cushy something. They fucking kill you.
Uh-huh.
You know, we go low caloric.
Right.
We don't like eating cookies or cakes.
No, I can just see your guys, your bodies. They really show a lot of
no. You know us.
training.
Training, big time fucking training. I'm telling you, I'm fucking sizzled.
Yeah.
That chocolate's got my eyes all fucked up. I love
Wait,
it.
240. That 240, is that normal for like if somebody eats gummy bears? How many milligrams is
Well,
that?
you always got to remember that we eat a lot of stars of death. Like what the amount of stars, like those are the 125s. Those are the small one stars. We eat those on bad nights. Like Anarchy edibles, we love Anarchy. The Anarchy edibles is our main thing.
Yeah.
Star One edibles, that's what they are on Twitter now. They're our main motherfuckers. They always come through for us. The owners are tremendous. The product, I think we've been doing the stars now for 18 months, and they still fucking catch me off guard.
Yeah.
But I know how to do them now. I stay off them for a week. I give them 10 days. Once I do a star, I won't do them like we're finished. I won't see him now for 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see him. I'll eat different. And now so him and I could devour 1,400 milligrams of stars. That'll put a regular person in the hospital. That'll put anybody I know in the hospital. You start hearing voices. You go deep. You get in your car.
Foxwoods,
You have a hard time putting your seatbelt on. But we've built a tolerance of 1,200 to 1,400 milligrams. So I like to switch it up. I'm not fucking retarded. Mm-hmm. It's just like cocaine. If you show up with a pound of cocaine, no matter how good it is, after 4 nights, it ain't the same shit I was doing the first night.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm doing an ounce of it. That's where you start fucking eating up the profit. See?
Yeah.
Is the 4th night. Because now you're banging on an ounce. The first night you did 2 grams and you saw the devil. The second night, the chick came over. She dressed up like a cheerleader. Boom. You had dead dick.
Yeah, dead dick.
We're going in like fucking Marines. You understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.